This might look like just a normal hill, but it's actually an example of ingenious Native American engineering. Cahokia is what we now call the only major city built north of the Rio Grande River before European settlers arrived. Around 15,000 people used to live here, a population level that required intense planning and cooperation. It could have risen to the levels of the Mayan or Incan empires, but serious mistakes led to its ultimate collapse. But first, let's get to the engineering. The thing about these hills is that they are primarily made out of clay. Clay is not a good building material in general because it expands and contracts depending on how moist it is. In the long run, this is unstable and it would have destroyed whatever was built on top of the hill. To solve this problem, the native engineers came up with a way to maintain a consistent moisture level. The clay naturally sucks up moisture from the water in the ground, and to prevent it from evaporating at the top, the Cahokian society installed layers of sand. This allows rainwater to sift through the top while preventing water from going up and leaving. It's not as stable as stone, and it has led to some slumping over the years, but it's still pretty impressive, and it's a testament to the ingenuity of the engineers. But who even were these people? Cahokia was part of what is known as the Mississippian culture. This was a collection of interconnected Native American tribes that thrived from 800 to 1600. They had large trading networks, made artwork like this, and left behind thousands of mounds. Cahokia arose around 1050. The city took up 6 square miles at its peak and 120 earthworks. In order to support the population, miles and miles of maize farmland was required. This forced the citizens to chop all the nearby trees down and walk farther and farther away to collect fuel for fire. But the real nail in the coffin came when city planners diverted a river to bring more water to the city. It did bring more water, but it also led to massive flooding during times of rain. Ultimately, Cahokia could not contend with this flooding, and the city went into a long decline. By the time Europeans discovered it, an entirely new tribe had moved in. Cahokia has remained relatively unknown for centuries. I'd never heard of it until I started researching this topic, but it's definitely worth thinking about what could have been if this society had survived. I'm going through all of American history in chronological order. This has been day 3 of the entire history of America.